What's going on, you guys? I'm back. This is Draven Games MTG, and stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. What's going on, you guys? Draven Games MTG, back with another video. Very excited to see you guys again. Sorry that I haven't been haven't been feeling well. If you'd like to find out, be sure to tune into my live chats and we could chat it up, and I'd be more than happy to tell you what was going on. In the meantime, I just want to share with you, so for all you guys that are new, again, I'm Dre. Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are. So last night I partook, because after a month and a half of taking off from Magic the Gathering, I partook in a local modern tournament. It was a 3-round tournament, you know, round 3, split for prizes, and I'd like to share with you what I played and how I placed. So with that being said, again, just saying hello to everybody. And with that, I have right here the deck that I used, and it is none other, and I'll take it out and show you guys. This is Mono Green, practically almost colorless, but Mono Green Eldrazi Tron. So I'll show that up close. What you guys are seeing is the sideboard right now, and here is the main board, starting with Karn. That is Karn, the Great Creator. So, let's start out with, the deck. So, I'm running Karn, of course, and some of the good cards that I was able to bring out and use, I didn't play too much of this other card, but Sire of Seven Deaths. Guys, this is a really great card that you want to add into Eldrazi Tron because it brings great leverage, not only to the board, but if you guys aren't familiar with it, I could read it to you quick. It's an Eldrazi for 7. It's a 7/7. First strike, vigilance, menace, trample, reach, lifelink, ward. Opponent pays 7 life if they target this card. This card is a huge hitter, you guys. But I will go through with you the main card that I did very well with, and we'll skip to it, which I am running 2 copies of. So, Ugin, the Eye of Storms. So guys, I got this card from online. This card is really great for the deck. What it's not great against is other colorless cards. This card mainly targets cards I believe of 1 or more colors. And yes, it's 1 or more colors, and it exiles a card every time you bring in a colorless permanent. So I'll show it up close to you guys. So I'll tell you so we'll go through. So now you guys know what I'm playing, and what I've used. So we'll go through the rounds really quick. So round 1, I was up against an opponent who played Amulet Titan, and I had no idea what to expect. I have actually, believe it or not played against that deck before, and my opponent did take round 1 in 2 games with an infinite combo of Primeval Titan tokens gaining haste. So I wasn't really prepared for that. So he did take round 1. It really wasn't much of 2 games. I didn't really, because as you guys know, I have to ramp up with my Urza lands. So it was really, I had to take out Amulet of Vigor in order to, really, I guess you could say, execute what I needed to on the board. So I'd have to say that it wasn't, even with sideboarding, wasn't really that great of a matchup, as I'd have to take out my opponent's certain cards on the field that they were playing. So I wasn't able to do what I needed to do until round two. So round two, I played against my opponent, who was running. Uh, oh wow, it's I'm actually blanking out on the name. Murktide Region. That's it. Using Murktide Region deck with a little bit of Orcish Bowmasters, and if I can remember correctly, he did have some counter spells. And so what I was worried about round two was how I knew what the deck was. How was I going to be able to play around the counter spells, because I have only four in the deck that I'm playing, and I'll show it to you once I can get to it. Uh, Thought Not Seer. So guys, Thought Not Seer is a great card in this deck that I'm playing, but the only problem is it doesn't really stop a lot. Like it can be counterspelled easily. My opponent was also, and not to mention what they sideboarded, Consigned to Memory can completely stop this, but we did take round two in 2 games. So I was able to, and what I was able to bring out was and once again, I will show you guys the Ugin, and which I was able to bring out Ugin without it being, well, actually my first one got or countered with what is it? Force Negation. That's it. So my second one, though, I was able to resolve efficiently, and it brought me up to like 31, 32 life eventually. I was trying to ultimate, but my opponent did have lightning bolts, which bolted down a little bit, one turn here, one turn there, and it was definitely fun that I was able to pick up, because I was kind of disappointed round one. Round one wasn't really, like I said, it wasn't even a game, so at all. But round two we took, and by round three, my opponent and I decided to split for prizes. He offered, and shout out to him for that, and it was really cool. So we split for store credit, and we played a game out. I ended up taking the game, but he was playing an infinite combo with Viscera Seer, food tokens, and the one main card he showed me, I actually forget, but it's an infinite combo with, I think, the Cauldron Cat, pinging your opponent for 1 damage while you gain 1 life. So that deck I've actually never heard. I forget the name of it. I've never heard of it before, but it was very interesting. So we got to basically go up against 2 combo decks, and then the Murktide deck. So again, we went 1-1. We did very well, and again split for prizes. So if you guys are a fan of Mono Green Eldrazi Tron, definitely like this. Slam the like button, comment, and tell me what you think about it, because I gotta be honest with you, in the beginning I was a little discouraged. I wasn't really, I was kind of like expecting, okay, well, what if we don't do good this tournament? I don't really want to get shut out. It's, I stopped playing the game for like a month and a half, but I actually did better than expected, and I'm really happy with that. So I would say what I got to play on the battlefield, I'm actually very content with. So with Eldrazi Tron, you have a turn 3 clock. You have to get all 3 of one of each Urza land down on the field using your expedition maps. And if you want, I'll show you guys, if you are not familiar with expedition map, what that is. It's right here. So it allows you to search for a land. It costs 1 to get on the field, and you crack it for 2 to search for a land of your choice. And then the other card, which I think I got to play maybe once, Sowing Mycospawn. Okay, here it is, you guys. Now, Sowing Mycospawn is really good. It has the Void. It has its kicker effect, which allows you to exile one of your opponent's lands. But when you cast the spell, you search your library for a land and you put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So, and when the spell is kicked, you exile target land. So that's actually a really good card. I didn't get to play too many of them, but like I said, throughout the whole tournament, we did fairly well. And like I said, you have a turn 3 clock with this deck because, especially against aggro. So we didn't play against any aggro. I think there was more combo decks going on. There was definitely, the Titan, the Amulet Titan is a very big thing, and I know what to expect next time with, playing that deck. It's a really good deck. Shout out to all my opponents. Shout out to Tier 1 Games in New Jersey. You guys are awesome. And, we definitely had a great time playing. So, with that being said, I wanted to say thank you guys. That is all the time that we have for this video. And if you guys like, be sure to, like, comment, subscribe. It'd be great to get to know all you guys, especially, everyone who I don't know yet. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, Dre here. If you enjoyed this video, then check out all my other videos exclusively here on Draven Games MTG. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, slam those bell notifications for more. And like I tell you guys, I will always see you guys in the next video. See ya!